Tell me you don't own Louis Vuitton without telling me you don't own Louis Vuitton.
I mean,
you really impressed with the bag, huh? Okay. Peace, and blessings coming to you live from gorgeous Prince George's. It's another episode of Can We Be Fragrant? And I am your perfume physician, Dr. Smellgood, and today we have a very special episode with two fragrance giants here, Tawina and Carmen. We don't really focus too much on Nigel. But Tawina, what have you been up to? Tell us about your life. Tell us about all the things that's been going on.
Okay. Hi, everyone. Well, first, make sure to follow me at T_Zulu on all platforms. Well, TikTok and Instagram specifically. I don't do anything else, okay?
I was going to say, OnlyFans?
Why in one accord? Why in one accord? Anyway. I was just telling Nigel, actually, that I just booked my slot for the third perfume event. So I'm very excited about that. That will be at the end of this month, March 30th, Sunday. Come out, come all. Let's have a good time. I'll be featuring a Black-owned local fragrance brand. Mm-hmm. And I will also have a featured local artist that will be doing a performance for his latest EP that just came out yesterday, that is. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, here's some new music. Check out a small business. Do your perfume swaps. Mingle. Meet new people in the community and have a good old time.
That's what I was going to ask you. Is it going to be a fragrance swap? People selling those are going to be like just normal activities that we do at your type of events?
Yeah, so it'll be normal activities. How I want to kind of curate my perfume events is the basis will always be a perfume swap. So perfume lovers will always be welcome to bring fragrances that they want to swap and use as opportunities to mingle with other people. And, you know, because I just love how that dynamic is, like other people having an item or something as an opportunity to meet new people. You know, mm-hmm. There's some introverts in the fragrance community, and sometimes that's a good tool, you know. Sometimes that's a good tool to use to kind of like bridge a gap between people. So it's always, the foundation is always perfume swaps, but then I like to add a different element per event, different themes and things like that, either highlighting a different brand or, you know, I kind of do want to dabble in like doing other kinds of themes. Like maybe it's a speakeasy, maybe it's a sexy night, maybe it's a, you know, get to know your nose, and we do games around like testing your scents and like how well you know things or can pick up certain fragrances and things like that, and then doing prizes at the end of it. So that's the thing. I just like to add a different element to each event so that people could gain something new. Even the ones that aren't fragrance lovers and might not have fragrances to bring to swap, at least they're leaving feeling like they've gained something from the experience.
We're in a new year, 2025. How many new fragrances have you bought so far?
Oh my gosh, I don't like that question. Okay.
I mean, you don't have to give an exact number. Are we at more than 20?
No. I feel like I'm good. I behave.
Okay.
I would say about like 5.
I think I'm at 5 right now.
Yeah.
And I'm good. I don't think I need to buy anything else for the foreseeable future.
Yeah, I mean, I have one on the way. Maybe like 2 other ones that I've peeped. And then I think I'll be fine until fall.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
I'm prepping for spring and summer.
Lie to yourself.
I would like to think I'm
there
prepping for spring and summer.
I know, delusion.
I have so many bangers right now that I can't imagine something leapfrogging its way into my collection, like being better than the stuff that I have already.
Period.
So I honestly have no desire to buy anything else. Now we get around Grace and she might start working something for us, then that's different. But or we go to one of those master classes, then that's different. But just me actively seeking out something and trying to buy it, nah, I'm good right now. Nigel, what have you been up to?
Staying out of trouble mainly, but
did you say staying out of trouble?
Yeah.
Boy, the last Sunday.
Main things I've been up to. I've been dealing with my dad a lot more lately because he's here now in Maryland, out near Salisbury. I went and bought him an iPad so now to FaceTime because my dad has early stage dementia. So actually video talking to him like on a daily basis like seems to give him more energy in life, and he talks about the most random stuff, and I'm just like, where did this come from? Like
it reminds me of you, but go ahead.
I mean, look, I've accepted that I'm my father's son, like I am him at his age, and I start going through a book. It's a lot to my father, but I've made a lot of closure with things in the past, so now I'm accepting and I'm enjoying the time that I have with him, because I know at some point he's going to pass, but that's been like a good thing for me. And then also my sons and his wife are now in Hawaii now, so there's a lot of transitional things going on in my life now. So I'm going there at the end of the month to go visit them in Hawaii.
Oh, nice.
So end of March, I'm gonna go see them. So I'm looking forward to going out there.
Put me in your suitcase.
I mean, come on.
When they in Honolulu?
Yeah, they're in the main island.
Nice.
I need to get back out there.
Yeah, so I'm excited about that. And then just really taking a bigger focus on like really wanting to launch the other podcast. That's the other goal of mine. I thought I was going to have it launched by February, but February was just a hectic month, so I couldn't launch it. When I have guests lined up already. My mother, I have one of my friends. She owns a halfway house in DC for people getting out of jail for women and stuff. So that, and then I have a therapist that's going to come on just talking about mental health. She has her own podcast, and she said she's willing to come on here as well. So I'm looking forward to getting that launched. So that's my foreseeable future, other than smashing Kareem in fragrance games. You know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. I mean,
what happened to the After Hours podcast?
That's gonna go behind the paywall because that can't go to the world.
Oh, okay.
It's got to be behind the paywall.
Okay.
Eventually, it's gonna because I have a lot of stuff saved up from a previous stuff I've done that I just like. It's like the developmental stage. I call it. I think that's more of my trying to find the right moment, my guide, and how to manage a podcast. So coming over here for me was learning how to. I'm a co-host, but that one I actually have to learn. I can watch. I learn from how he hosts and how he manages this whole thing for himself. Got to apply it to that side now. So
love that.
So that's me.
Speaking of smashing, you recently got your ass whooped in bowling by my team against yours. Nigel had been hyping up this confrontation between his team and my team for several weeks. Yes. And he said, when we bowl, y'all, we're gonna beat you. And they got embarrassed last Thursday.
So let's talk about that. Hold on, before we fix my little headphones. So
yeah, let's talk about it.
Last year I subbed on their team. So when it came to this year, I showed up ready to bowl. They gave me the fucking hand to my face about go find your own team. I was like, and I haven't bowled them at all this season. I bowled some of the same teams like 5 times, but they just would not let us bowl each other. So we finally bowled Thursday. First game, I beat their ass. Second game, they got us. In the last game, I was too twisted. I drunk myself to a point where I was like, you know what, just throw this ball down this lane. But I will say, that was the funnest night of bowling I've had all year. Wow. Because it was just, because we were bowling against his cousin and her husband and all them, and we're all friends. So it just felt like it was just there. We were just talking shit. It was just, I didn't care if we won or lost. It was just purely the funnest night I've had in bowling. Yeah. And that was what I was looking forward to, because I was hyped up all week for this. Oh. Actually, all year I've been waiting for this.
Oh,
I mean, I took the L, but I genuinely enjoyed it though.
Look at that.
Speaking of taking the L, so someone has a birthday coming up.
She does. She sure does.
And so we've been kind of thinking, should we get you a fragrance? Should we not? We did some talking, and we don't know what you like. So I think we're just not going to get you anything.
Whatever, guys.
But I will say this. This is the segue into Carmen here, is that we were looking for a gift for Jessica for her birthday. And I don't think we started off at Neiman's. I think we started off at Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, we started off there, yeah.
We started off at Louis Vuitton, and lo and behold, someone comes wrapped in Louis Vuitton.
To get more Louis
Vuitton.
So hold on, let's talk how this actually happened in a sense. He's right up to a certain point. So we're sitting at the fragrance counter, and we're just going through these fragrances, and I pick up Ombre Nomad, and then what's the other one? What's the other one I had in hand? Because you said when you look,
Rose Les Sables, I think.
Yeah. And she was walking over, and I said, "Hey," because you walked over. Cause I think you was looking for a scarf that day, but I don't notice at this point. But you were walking up, and I said, "Hey, you're right here. Hey, what you think is better than this and this?"
I thought I asked her.
No, I did. Okay. I asked.
Okay.
And then we start comparing, and then we find out. She starts going in like, I got all these, I got a whole display. And we were all like, we weren't prepared. This is not what we thought. And then that's how we initially we met Carmen.
Yes.
No, keep going.
Yes. No, I lost my train of thought there. Carmen, so tell us about yourself, who you are, how'd you get into fragrances?
So I've been living in the DMV since 2020. Actually, I started in 2014 to 2018. I was in the Navy.
Okay, shout out to the Navy.
So yeah, I was all over the place. But anyways, I left in 2018 and I went to Japan. And then I came back in 2020.
Bring your mic closer. You can scoot closer.
In August of 2020. So I came back during the pandemic. I think I should backtrack. My love for fragrance started in my first undergrad program in college. So I think back then I was broke. But my first fragrance I bought, I believe it was Tommy Girl.
Tommy Girl, okay.
Yeah, it's like a throwback.
Okay.
So that was like my first fragrance that I purchased with my own money. So then that's where the love of fragrance started. And fast forward to now, I've become like a huge collector and I love to smell good. And hence why you guys saw me out in Louis V. That's like one of my favorite houses of fragrance. I have several bottles. But yeah, I love fragrance. It was so like that chance meeting you guys all at LV. Another group of people who loves fragrance. So yeah, we locked in at that point.
The crazy thing about this was we met her at Louis Vuitton, and I'm pretty sure she didn't plan to stay in the mall no more than like 30 minutes. We were in Neiman Marcus, and then we went back to go get Jessica's fragrance. Then we went back to go look at. Then we came back to Neiman, and then she walked in, and then I think we stayed there for like another hour and a half or something, just going around smelling fragrances. It was just like. It just felt, it was like, hey, I like y'all. We like you. It was just a good experience of just meeting someone in a moment and actually just engulfing. And there was nothing that was wrong with it. It didn't feel awkward. It felt very appropriate. It felt like we were in tune of not even knowing how to get in tune. Mm-hmm. It wasn't forced. So it just was a good experience overall.
I remember what my point is now. You had triggered my memory. We were doing a comparison between the two fragrances, and at the time I was like Ombre Nomad, but I went back later through those samples, and you're right. That fragrance does smell better than Ombre Nomad. So I'm gonna give you your respect.
Which one?
What is it? Le Sable? That one. That one smells better than Ombre Nomad, which I do still think smells great, but I just wanted to go on the record and say you were right for once.
Okay. I know it hurts your soul to admit that.
First fragrance. So we're gonna just go ahead and dive into this.
So what's the thing? Remember what's the theme for today? So we need to.
So, I'm glad you brought that up. So first of all, shirt of the day says "Heaven Sent" because that's what I brought.
Oh my gosh!
So when we were planning this episode, the decision was to come up with 2 date night fragrances. Hopefully Nigel understood the assignment because we know that sometimes he reads things backwards.
I do. I write words backwards, so everything's
So very recently, I had a meeting with my administrative assistant, and
she's still around.
And we had to.
Tell her I said hi.
We had to go to like a power meeting, and
I bet a lot of power
pound
required.
You said pound. So
I'm sure he had to eat some salads.
We
get charged
toss
up.
it. He had
Toss a lot of salads.
So anyway, I didn't want to drive, so I got us a Uber Black there. And so what happened was
a bad bitch, huh?
And go. You better say that again. So anyway, shout out to Dr. D. Shout out to Dr. D, by the way, because she gonna come back and we gonna roast her too. But I had this fragrance on that I'm gonna reach for, and I remember we were sitting in the car and the driver was like, "Oh, what is that you have on?" Compliments from the driver, compliments from my administrative assistant, and it just ended up being this whole conversation around this fragrance that I'm going to bring out. I'm just going to go ahead and open this box up because Nigel is impressed with the Louis Vuitton brand, apparently. So I thought it'd be fitting.
I do like the packaging.
To bring this
know.
box out. So here first we have Meteor, because it's so appropriate, because this is what I ended up getting when we met Carmen, and this is what I was wearing that day. This is the type of fragrance that you have to like keep a handkerchief to wipe like lipstick off of you, because you're gonna constantly get smelled up, kissed.
See,
you know,
keep going. Just keep going. Keep going. Because you know what? I'm not even going. I'm gonna let you have this right now.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna just go ahead and spray because I don't like to do a whole lot of talking.
While we're talking about it, what fragrance did you buy a fragrance that day?
I bought Lovers.
Oh, okay.
I do remember liking this, so I'm not shocked. But what are the notes? Do you have the notes down?
So
this is good. It's beautifully fresh. I like the bit. There's something sweet here that's like balancing the citrus, and there's something green in here as well.
So we're gonna start off with what is a date night fragrance, and it's a perfume that complements your mood and look, and makes you feel confident.
By who says on whose standards is that the definition?
This is what AI gave me. Thank you. But this fragrance has mandarin orange, Sicilian orange, Calabrian bergamot, pink pepper, Indonesian nutmeg, pepper, Tunisian neroli, Guatemalan cardamom, and vetiver.
Ooh. Okay, some of my favorite notes. I think orange is my favorite, like citrus note. You know, and I love
keep that same
cardamom.
Keep that same thing. Just remember you said that.
Okay.
So I love. I won't hold you no more, but I'm saying like it's gonna come for a circle. Just know that
it's gonna come full.
That's a good choice.
Thank you.
It smells yummy.
Thank you.
I do think it's a great choice for a date too.
Thank you.
It is.
That's a safe. That's a safety.
I don't think it's a safe. I think I would be intrigued.
He's the
for a brunch.
He's safety.
I don't know if it would be for dinner, but for brunch,
it's not beast mode, but it doesn't have to be.
Say it again.
It doesn't have to be.
No, because
it's already doing enough. It doesn't have to be beast mode.
Hold on. Let's just say this. Do you all not smell it in the air right now?
It smells delicious.
Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Okay. Cool.
Delicious.
Remember this. We smell this in the air. Keep going.
Listen,
No, it's good.
No, listen.
not everything has to be beast mode.
Everything doesn't have to be. Because I remember when I met someone and they were like, I don't want my fragrances to be loud. Now all of a sudden.
Right. He's like, I need her to smell me.
Yeah, now all of a
as soon
sudden.
as I walk in
Don't
the
worry
room.
about it. Don't worry about it because you asked for stories. When that gets to me, I got stories.
He's cooking.
Okay, Glorilla, go ahead.
no, I'm good. Hey, look. That's on you.
Oh, it's my turn now. Okay. Okay, I'll do this one first. So the story with this is, okay, I smelled in the beginning of my fragrance journey, I smelled Nabras by Lattafa, which is, I think, is supposed to be inspired by Eilish. I never actually smelled Eilish, but what I get, usually people describe Nabras as like a vanilla fragrance. I don't get that from it. I've always smelled chocolate and raspberries in this fragrance, but it was so subtle, it was so soft that it was like, you know, when you smell something that you like, but you're like, there should be more here. And it just wasn't giving, like, there was potential, but it just wasn't there. But I was so in love with the combination of chocolate and raspberry in the fragrance. So since then, it kind of sent me on this like subtle hunt to keep an eye out for like a fragrance that I eventually find with chocolate, and I wanted like a dark chocolate with raspberry notes, right? I've searched high and low, niche fragrances to affordable and everything in between. And it's either I could find a fragrance with dark chocolate in it or with raspberry and maybe a touch of chocolate, but not dark chocolate and raspberry. And, you know, so it's just been a struggle. The closest thing I was able to get to that kind of fragrance was Modest Dew by Afnan. So it is an affordable Arab fragrance, but I did fall in love with it. And I feel like it's the closest. It's not quite there. So if you guys find something like that, just let me know. I don't care what price range it is. I just want it one. I don't want to layer the fragrances. I want one that has everything. Right. But this does have raspberry in the opening. It has raspberry, dark chocolate, strawberry, and cherry. In the mid, it has vanilla and spices. And in the base, it has patchouli, musk, and gardenia. This is a sexy fragrance.
Okay.
This was a part of my layering combo for Valentine's Day. The first time I wore it was at Jess's birthday. Okay. And I did get a compliment by somebody.
You smell good. You smell good at her
I saw you across the room having conversation and deep, locking eyes, but
okay. Anyway,
Nigel, I don't think you're in a position to be talking about nothing.
I know
yeah, you better not talk.
You better not talk.
You better not talk.
If you want to open it, we can.
I didn't say anything. You had me at chocolate because my favorite. I'm a chocolate lover.
It's sexy, and I can say when I go on date night,
chocolate makes you happy.
I like to go sweet. I do like to go sweet for a date all the time because
so you trying to get swallowed.
No, the trick is, here's my thing. I like to be very sweet on date night and look sweet. But it's all just to entice. It's all just to tap into all the senses. Men have to be left with something.
Whoa.
You know what I mean?
Tell us more.
So you don't give them too much. You don't give them too much. You just you let the aura, you let the vibes match with the look, and everything has to go. It has to be ultra feminine. You have to just give and exude that energy. And I just feel like it just seals the entire vibe. It sets the vibe. And then he'll be thinking about it, or he might be smelling his shirt. But it's just an opening. I feel like this is a first. So the second fragrance I did was not for a first date. So I wanted to intentionally find a fragrance for a first date, and then maybe like when you're settled in,
when you already got them.
Yeah. Okay. So this is an opener for sure.
Okay. And
this right here,
you got some sprays out of this.
This thing right here.
I did.
This is ankle.
I've been wearing.
Yeah, because you ain't passed it yet.
Right.
Look.
It's Nigel approved.
It is.
It's Nigel approved.
It is approved. This is the ankle rubbing. This is toes in the face.
Would you follow somebody in the closet that smells like that?
Would I follow somebody else?
Would you follow somebody in the closet that smells like that?
No, he didn't just say that. Pass it.
I fucking hate you.
That's that.
Like that chocolate.
It's a raspberry for me.
It's the chocolate. I love the chocolate part of it
so
because
good.
I can.
What's your favorite note, Carmen?
Rose.
Rose.
Oh,
You know, by her shirt, her thing is roses on them. She was very appropriate with the choice.
vibe. Yeah.
Oh, is that what it was? I thought she wore red for you. This smells good though. I like this. This is definitely date night appropriate.
That makes me when I smelled it, it made me like want to lean in more.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's like if this smells good right now, let's see what else this leads to. I'm like,
Okay.
This bottle is like very appropriate for the fragrance.
For the
like,
fragrance.
Yeah.
It
When you look
matches.
at it, it matches like
Yeah.
the smell.
no.
And how'd you come across this?
Literally just like, I feel like it's just taken so, I feel like one of my mutuals was doing a review and she was talking about this fragrance and she was like, it's just chocolate and fruit and did it. And I was like, this is what I've been looking for. And so and then I went on Fragrantica and I tried to like find maybe some other things like, okay, let me start with this. And then I like, you know how you go down and it shows you like, oh, if you like this,
It's similar
or this
to something
smells
else,
like
yeah.
something. And I couldn't find anything else that had like the same notes. So I was like, I guess let's just try this and go from there. So
Challenge accepted.
please, if you can, I will give you 1,000 kisses.
I'll take 1,000 hugs.
Okay. Yeah, kisses. 1,000 kisses is a lot. And yeah, you're right. I'll give you 1,000 hugs.
I do like. I love this.
You
actually,
do.
I do. I actually like this. This thing is amazing. Actually,
It's really good.
it's funny when you said
It's a
chocolate
gem.
makes me happy. It made me think of luxury scents because I have the actual one that says chocolate makes me happy.
Yeah, by Unique Luxury.
Yeah.
Yeah, y'all know I'm an affordable girly, but I told myself now that I am on the hunt to find if I will buy an affordable fragrance, it has to be the best of the best, like gems, like real golden gems. And I feel like this is a good one.
That's a
I'm
good
happy
one.
with this one.
That is
Thank you.
consistent. Yes, that is a winner.
Year round?
If it's at night, yeah.
Okay. All right. I mean, obviously, you've already gotten some Valentine love out of it.
Is this your first bottle of this, or did you have this?
No, it's my first.
Oh, okay.
I just blind bought it.
When did you buy this?
January.
First of all,
I mean, dang. I be
that
wearing,
dent
first, I be wearing my
buying this in
fragrances.
January was crazy.
No, I be wearing my fragrances.
I never doubted.
And I'm an oversprayer. Y'all know this is kind of. It's like it's March.
I don't think you were oversprayer though.
Mm-mm.
You don't.
I think you just I think you
Really?
Yeah, I feel like your skin routine and like your skin's always glowing. So I
Thank
feel
you.
like it's all whenever you. I'm not even trying. Like she doesn't have the girls out today, so she came for war. And she came ready for battle. She ain't want to try to seduce nobody with the skin shaking it across from me. I'm just
Okay.
like I'm just saying. No. When I say this, like your skin's glowing, so you already have you have a layer on already. So now when you spray the fragrance, it's sticking more. It's not wearing off. It's not evaporating faster.
Oh
on
yeah,
your
but
skin.
no, I have a whole trick of how I do the application though. Like,
Tell us.
well, one, I am the girl that has like matching oils or at least matching like body butters that match certain fragrance profiles. So if I have majority of fragrances that have like
Raspberry
or something, then I'm absolutely getting a body butter and a body oil for me to wear with those. So I do have like accompanying scents in body oils and body butters. And then when I moisturize, I prep my skin. So I will spray down whatever the base is. Usually I layer, y'all. So y'all know that. But I'll spray my skin as I get ready and I prep my clothes. So I'll spray down my clothes, let it hang while I'm getting dressed. And then when I put it on, I spray on my skin spots. I'll spray my clothes again before I leave out. And then I'll decant whatever I'm wearing so it goes along the day.
That's not my routine at all.
That's
I mean, because when I hear stuff like that, I'm like, you are serious. Because that sounds like Suits when he came on. He said he sprays his clothes before he even puts them on. He lets them hang. Then you spray your body. I'm just like, before I leave, and then I'm out the door. And I might bring the bottle to re-up during the day or something, but
no, because my thing is I do like a scent bubble, but I don't want to bother with having to reapply too many times. I only do the decant because maybe if I know that I'm out all day or something, it's just the opportunity for me to maybe reapply once, like my one bathroom trip or something like that. But I don't like to bother once I'm out. So it's like just suited and booted. And then don't let it be winter or spring, because then the jackets get prepped too, inside. Yeah, so it's the whole thing.
So what do you do if you want to wear that jacket multiple times? You're not wearing that fragrance multiple times.
So usually, like I said, I do usually layer. So what I'll do is whatever the base is, most of my fragrances have a component of vanilla in it. And so what I prep and I do have particular fragrances that I buy for winter to prep my clothes. Like there's this one Baby Cat Inspiration fragrance that I have. And the dry down for Baby Cat, it's just this deep resinous vanilla. And I usually spray my winter coat with that at the beginning of winter. And it's so beast mode that it'll last through. And so no matter what I'm wearing, because I know that I'll have some kind of element of vanilla in my fragrance, my coat is already prepped with that fragrance in it. So I'll use that. So if I'm wearing something else, it won't collide too much. You know what I mean? I'll usually use a fragrance that has a prominent note of something that carries through with the fragrances of that season.
Okay. That's impressive.
That is amazing.
I guess we're going on to the next one. Carmen, what do you have for us?
So, like I said, my favorite note is rose. So both of my date night scents have rose in them.
Okay. I almost went that direction too.
So my first scent has been repurchased multiple times. This is like one of my favorites.
Initio in the house.
Yeah.
Yes.
So
Hold on, I think that's the one I sprayed.
No, she had her.
I got chased around Target wearing
Hold on,
this.
that's not the one. That's not the one I sprayed.
sorry about that.
you.
Yeah,
I'm getting chased.
Yeah, some guy
Chased around
followed
Target?
me around Target.
I
with
can see
this.
that.
And yeah, he had to figure out what I was wearing because he said it smelled so good. And it is so good. It's just smells so delicious. Like when I wear that, it makes me feel like sexy, sultry. Like it's definitely appropriate for date night. And if you're familiar with the original Delina, that is Delina's like grown
Big sister.
Yeah.
Because I love me a Delina.
Yeah.
And what fragrance is this that you brought?
So this is, Initio Atomic Rose.
Atomic Rose.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's an atomic bomb out here.
What do you think, Najee?
It's definitely for the rose lovers, for sure.
It smells like,
And I'll tell
if
you
I can envision
notes.
like a bed
I can
covered
smell
in
it from
roses,
here.
that's what this smells like. Like this is a bed full of roses, and I'm just taking a whiff of it. It takes over. It would take over a good room. This isn't a generally a good scent. This is not the. Let me use my words correctly here. This, if you ask me if I'm going to be on attack with this, I don't know, but I know that I like it, and I'm going to come back to me because I need to get the words.
We need it. We needed to keep it moving. Come on.
Yeah. I
What
can't
are
even
the
get
notes?
I'll tell you what the notes are. So rose, vanilla, citrus, amber, powdery, and white floral.
Okay. I'm surprised there isn't citrus in here. You said citrus?
Yeah, there's citrus in there.
Okay. No, this is really good. And I do see how this is like Delina's older sister.
Yeah.
It's a little beast mode. I love how Rose develops. Like, I think there's something animalistic about it that attracts men as well. And then when you wear it and then it develops in the day, it just mixes so well with like your body chemistry that you can't really put your finger on what it is when people smell it.
Yes.
That's been my experience, and this is beautiful.
And that fragrance, I've smelled it on men. It smells so good on men.
Do you think because like when someone buys you flowers, it like they sit
I like it.
and they mature.
Good.
It's nice.
Do you think that's what that fragrance does? Like it matures like a flower, like when it sits there and it just, when you first get them, you really don't smell as much,
Yeah.
but that's
That's
out.
a good point.
Yeah.
It does. It gets better with time,
Okay.
for sure.
I get the Delina from this.
Yeah, I'm not, I agree. I totally agree. I like it. It's,
In fact, I pair that with Delina when I want to go really be smooth.
Oh, you have Delina as well.
You know what?
Okay.
You know what? Don't tell us you ain't got money. You ain't got money.
So recently I was watching this documentary and it was talking about flowers, and there's a flower that secretes like this fragrance, and there's a certain insect like a bee or something that lands on it to get covered in this fragrance, because that's how the female of that insect is attracted to them. The flower knows that, and so it creates this oil or this fragrance to attract the bee. And then when the bee comes, it gets covered in it, and that's how they pollinate it. So the pollen gets spread out. Like it's amazing how nature works.
Yeah.
And we're talking about fragrances, and it's like it's more even natural or basic than that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it applies to animals marking territory or
Yes.
anything.
Yeah.
But that's nice. So how'd you come across this?
I think actually, I watched a video, like a fragrance influencer video, and they mentioned this if you like rose. So then, of course, I had to go smell it in person.
Okay.
And, I mean, I can never be without it. I've run out of it multiple times because I use it a lot. But yeah.
So this is one of those ones where you said that you've replaced.
Yeah,
So-
this is the one. Yeah.
Is this a-
Yeah.
I
is
love
this-
that.
This one and Delina, I've replaced it multiple times.
So in a year,
Yeah.
do you place it multiple times in a year, or you do it yearly?
No. If I had to guess, probably like in 10 months. I do use it a lot.
So that's within a year. So every
Yeah.
year,
Yeah.
every 10 months. That means what's your spray routine?
Yeah. So I don't spray my clothes like Tawina does. I spray as soon as I get out of the shower or the bath, and then I layer with cream and oil. But I usually don't spray my clothes. I spray my actual body, like the pulse point.
So you get out the shower when so that means your pores are at the most openest point. That's when you spray.
Yes.
Okay.
And then I layer my moisturizer and oil to lock it
On
in.
top.
Yes.
Oh,
conceal
and then
it.
will
And I
you
usually
spray it
don't
again?
decant. Like my fragrances are typically beast mode.
mode.
Yeah, they are. Except there are some from the LV house that I have that aren't. But I usually don't.
Yeah, you
decant.
said guidance is your girl, so
Yeah.
that tells me everything I need to know.
Let's go back to this LV. So how many LV fragrances do you own?
If I had to guess, probably 8 to 10 bottles. And that's not like the one that I keep replacing is the Dreamcatcher, the one that I told you that I like that has the cocoa in it, the Atrap Reyes, I think it's called. I've replaced that one.
That's nice. That's very.
that
I
oh
love
my
it.
really
Trap
nice.
Rose
Yeah.
is like on my wish
That
list.
one is a guy magnet too. When I wear that one, I get like a lot of attention from the guys.
Noted.
I thought about buying
But-
that for my sister for her birthday.
Yeah, it's a good one.
Shout out to your sister, man.
Shout out to Barack.
Even
That one,
Barack
and
had chicken eating ass inside of the bed.
it's a good one. That one is a good one. I feel like it's universal too. Most women like it.
Yeah,
I think it
that's
is
true.
universal.
It's an easy love.
It is.
Well, so a lot of guys don't know this, but like a lot of women like smelling their fragrances or on a man. So
Yeah.
like
For sure.
like something like Atomic Rose, you were saying a man can put that on, and a lot of
Absolutely.
women will be like, "That smells so good on
Yeah.
you."
So what? Can y'all explain
Even
why?
vanilla.
Can y'all give us?
I will tell you why. One time, because it actually happened to me one time. I was on a date way back, and
You're always on it.
whatever.
the Rolodex,
Don't be telling my business,
the business to the world.
y'all. I'm a reserved
got
girl.
hoes. I got hoes.
Anyway,
In the
Anyway.
area codes.
anyway, they are lying. Y'all. But no. So one time way back, I went on a date, and I smelled like it. The guy, like what he was wearing, smelled like Escapade Gourmand.
Mhm.
It was like this decadent, very dessert like vanilla, and I was like, "What are you wearing?" He was like, "Oh no, it's a French fragrance, whatever." And I was like, "Are you sure it's not Escapade Gourmand?" And he was like, No, but I was so intrigued and I was so impressed. I'm like, this is a real vanilla fragrance and you're just rocking it. And I was turned. I was very turned on by
I'm
the
trying
fact
to tell
that,
you,
like,
you can wear a lot
because
of
I
good
was just
stuff.
like, oh my gosh, you smell as good as me. It's just because
That's
the
a
thing
big,
about it
first of all,
is,
that's a big compliment from you, because
Well,
you saying someone smells as good as you. And I remember a statement I made about you and Jessica, and I was like, y'all smells are the epitome of what a woman should smell like.
oh,
So
that's
and
sweet.
it's like that's a big compliment. So it's like, or just like you saying that about someone else, I'm like, that person had to smell good at that point.
Well, thank you. You know, I feel like I'm just a super girly girl. Like, I do like to smell extremely feminine. I just like to exude that type of energy. That's my happy place. But what I was going to say was, like, the fragrances women wear, we like to smell it on ourselves. You know what I mean? For a myriad of reasons. So it almost is like comfort when, at least if I smell a vanilla on a man, it makes me feel comfort. You know what I mean? It's that intriguing. If I smell rose on a man, there's a level of confidence that I'm already like associating him with, you know? So those are all qualities that most women look for in a man anyway. Security, you know what I mean? Confidence. And so these scents are kind of paired with that when a man has that level of confidence. If we smell a guy in like a squeaky clean fragrance, it's almost like, okay, if he's a put together guy, you almost expect for him to smell like that. It's predictable. But let me find out Morris Chestnut really wears Delina Exclusive.
Yes. So I was just
Blow
going
my
to say that
mind.
actually, because we were talking about Atomic Rose being worn by men. I've smelled Delina Exclusive on men. So good.
Oh.
So damn good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
for sure.
I like rose personally. Now I'm kind of thinking I should have brought this other fragrance that I have that's heavy rose, but I'm gonna go ahead and pass it on to Nigel.
So listening to the conversation, I said I came here prepared curveballs and switch of decisions. But every fragrance that I have here is about each person at the table in some form or fashion. So I'm gonna start with Kareem because I actually got like 3 or 4 fragrances, but the first fragrance that I have is because it goes back to when I met you for the first time. You know, and it's funny that you said y'all love sending a female scent on a man. This fragrance is a female scent, but because I love oud so much, it's appropriate. But also,
It's appropriate.
I said appropriate
Oh,
for
okay.
me,
Okay.
but there's a lot of scents I like. Also, he was mad because I was supposed to. He said, "I'll take the fragrance from you."
No, so Nigel, so for everybody watching, Nigel went and for a while, and still is, but for a while he was buying up anything he could get his hands on in hopes of matching my collection. And he had bought Chic Oud from Insurrection, and he didn't like the fragrance, and I was like, "This is good," and he tried to give it away to like everybody at your event, and I'm like, "Bruh, I
He
live
ended
right
up
here.
doing
Give
that.
it
You
to me."
rebought it?
I rebought it
Because I made him like it. Cause
No. Because I love oud. So the reason why I rebought it before, because that's the second time I've rebought this. I bought it. I dived into ouds throughout that year.
You're welcome.
Following them.
You're welcome.
No, and I've become an oud head. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day,
Thanks to Kareem.
Mm-hmm.
I will give Kareem credit. I told you.
Look, he's into fragrances because of me.
Okay, so all right, pause. That's not why. But I've gotten more in depth in fragrances. I matured into the fragrances. So I love oud. I also love sweet scents. Anybody knows me, I love a sweet scent. So this was the reason why I brought this first one was because 1 for the event, and then 2 because this is going to you today. This is why I brought this on this.
Hold on, how many fragrances is we
That's
bringing
so
up today?
sweet.
No, I just I like to be able to be flexibility with this one.
Uh-oh.
This box you can throw the fuck away. I hate these boxes because it's the hardest box to open, and then just put it in here. Like this is pointless. This is trash.
Side note, Carmen, do you keep your boxes?
I don't.
You hear that?
It's too much of a clutter
Thank
for
you.
me because
Yeah.
So
I can't.
I am starting to understand this now.
Oh,
Because it goes too far. It gets too far.
It gets to a point where I'm just like, first of all, There's certain boxes I will keep, but there's other ones that just.
Would you keep a Louis Vuitton box?
No, actually, no, I wouldn't. No. The reason why I don't keep those ones.
Well, let me know when you buy one.
I bought one. So, side note, because I went back to buy lovers after our encounter.
He did.
I heard.
And I went.
I heard. Good. My connect told me.
I will say the drawback to not having the boxes though is the bottle gets kind of crappy, but
It can get dinged up and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
This.
This is
Go this way, right?
I'm sorry.
so.
You can smell it.
The whole point was that
No, this is something I would wear on a date night.
this is something you're wearing on a date.
This ouds
makes
are me.
sense,
I
yeah.
love ouds.
yeah, this is good.
This is something that fits me, projects me. Like when I handed it off, I didn't know what I had out till after the fact. It's first of all, you already know you like it, so you can't even deny it because we already know you said give it to you. So there's no way that you don't like this, sir. Exactly. Silence. His silence is confirmation.
This is so good.
I know it
really
is.
And
good.
I remember this fragrance in particular because one of my best friends, one of my girlfriends,
There you go.
she was the one that got it from you.
Yeah, I know.
And so she was like, I cannot believe, like, I remember she FaceTimed me after the event and she was like, I cannot believe that he gave this to me for free because this is the best thing. And she's a rose girl, but she was just like, she was in love with this fragrance. And I was like, I'm glad you like it, girl.
I can't even tell you the note.
But this is good. And
So,
this is fruity.
for-
I feel like there's lychee in here.
Look, the problem with
Or
it's not a
something.
problem. Inspiration for all their
You don't find that stuff
You don't know
online.
the
no. They keep
Oh.
they shit under lock and key. You can find you have to go to a Reddit site and someone supposedly write the. It's not that.
Yeah,
But
I've never heard of this brand.
I'm telling you
until
this.
guys.
Every I think I actually have all of their fragrances. Every one of them just smell good.
No, all of these insurrections are very good.
Yes.
Born to be a king,
I
born to
never
be a
heard of
queen.
the brand before.
I've
Palace,
never either.
do you have Palace Rouge?
No,
Sir.
So if you can't
Now
buy
I
it
need
online,
this.
where did you get it?
you can buy it
You
online.
buy it online, but you'll never find their notes. I don't care what you do.
They don't have the notes
No,
on
it's not listed.
No, they don't.
How do you buy? How do you even?
How would you know?
How would
You
you,
have to
know
smell
what
it.
to
Because
pick?
you've already gone to the store, smelled
Okay.
it.
Oh, there's a store.
No.
So these I got at like a fragrance outlet.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so
this
you get this, and say you're running out, you could go
Yeah.
online and buy it again,
But
and that's how you know. But
Oh.
they don't list their.
How do they make business? That doesn't make any sense.
because there's another fragrance over here. Because there's another fragrance that I didn't want to bring back to back of them because I knew what I was going to do. But my King of Oud. In fact, you just smell it. I think my King of Oud.
We were in the car.
want
We were
this.
in your car. I
Yeah.
think we were going to the bowling alley that night or something.
Yeah.
This is really good.
It is.
Would you wear this?
I would. I want it.
Okay.
So now,
I'm about to go
would
on
you
the
wear
site now.
go back to the statement that you said earlier. Is this?
But I don't smell much oud. This is like
It's a sweet. It's very.
it's sweet. It's citrusy.
That is definitely unisex, in my opinion, because that's an easily wearable oud for women.
Yeah.
But I personally love Ombre Nomad, but that one does have like a little bit of raspberry in there. But I like the masculine ouds too.
Oh, okay.
I do, yeah,
It has to be unisex.
You own Ombre Nomad?
I do.
Okay.
But when I wear Ombre Nomad, I have to be in a certain mood for that. I almost always mix it with the Les Sable roses.
Okay.
So when you
Yeah.
wear this, are you on the prowl?
Maybe.
Okay. Hey, I'm just asking the question. I'm just saying.
And is okay.
Look, it gets you 2 drinks or the house paid for. What does it do?
No, that's this one. This one for sure.
Oh, okay.
This one to
Period.
get me a meal and a few drinks.
Whoa. Are you done?
Yeah, that's yours now. By the way.
Well, thank you. I'm
That's so
gonna
sweet.
put this beside the other 2 that I have from the brand, and I'm gonna cherish this. I'm gonna take a picture with it, and hopefully you save it on your phone as the homepage.
I'm pretty sure I'm not doing that. None of that.
You should wear that
That's
on your
really
next
sweet.
date night.
I
You
should-
should.
You should.
and report back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's Asha, executive assistant, what she thinks of it.
Oh yeah.
I think
Next
that-
lunch date. His next lunch date. Just skip the salad.
I'm gonna take
No,
that.
he wants the salad. He gonna
Oh,
spray,
yeah,
he gonna
he
spray it
does.
on the salad.
Okay. he's taking it.
he forgets that
Shut up.
we were at Jessica's birthday party. Okay,
Yeah, don't let him cook. Don't let Kareem start.
you listen.
Yeah,
Magic wrist.
He's looking at you like, boy.
I wish you would.
You got one more time.
There's a saying that if you think something is nice, you break it out twice. So we're gonna go back in here and we're gonna pull out another Louis Vuitton imagination.
Okay.
And
Classic.
On brand.
and we are going to say, so we were talking a while ago, and we were mentioning Nigel got on his oud soapbox. I know y'all like what oud soapbox, right? Right. And so I was saying, like, I appreciate the ouds and stuff like that, but I'm more of a clean smelling. I like my fragrances to lean more that direction than earthy.
Because he's a safe person.
Or, I didn't have time today, but like I shave. I believe in being clean, clean looking, clean spirit, clean heart. You know what I'm saying?
It definitely suits your personality.
Thank you. Some people's dating style match their underwear.
It's a
It's got
little dirty.
tracks on it.
Oh my God.
God damn.
You know? But
Oh, hoo-hoo.
when I think of imagination, I think of like this has like some sort of soapy smell to it when it hit my skin. And it just started to transform, and I just get like this bubble that it changes lives.
That's good. I love that one.
I feel like
What kind of date would you go? Like, what kind of date would you wear it for?
A missionary date.
so like for me and a date that I'm going on, right? Like I want to pick her up. I want her dress to be so tight I have to help her down the steps and slide her in the car.
What? Okay.
We are going somewhere
So
where
you're not
we're
going anywhere.
we are going somewhere.
They're going somewhere.
We are going
The
somewhere.
Motel 6.
She's got some heels on. We're probably gonna go get some Italian food or seafood.
You gonna carry her to the table too?
I may have to, or she can.
Her penguin walk.
Yeah, but this is something where, preferably, I'm gonna have a tie on.
I was gonna say, would you have a tux on or something?
I'm gonna have I'm gonna have a suit on. Usually, so for me, everything sort of plays its part in the date. So the restaurant that I go to is going to dictate how I dress. How I'm dressing is going to dictate what fragrance that I'm going to wear.
Right.
The results that I'm looking for
is also going to dictate.
It's going to dictate what I'm wearing.
What are you saying? He's going to dick her down. That's what he.
We could get.
Nobody's saying all of that. Nobody's saying all of that. Listen, we're gonna go back to being fragrant, and so like this Louis Vuitton brand, it has something that I feel like Nigel just doesn't have. He doesn't understand. You know what I'm saying? Like,
oh, okay.
They say it at a certain time. Like you could waste your time explaining rocket science to someone, and then they'll never get it. Nigel will never get it.
Really?
Okay. And so I'm gonna just go ahead and I'm gonna just spray. But this,
it's classic. I love that one.
I love the bubble that's going on this side of the table. Well, it's Louis. You know, this side of the table, Louis luxury. Look, outside my pocket range. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I really like this, and I do see a man in a suit.
Mm-hmm.
A cheap suit.
What is the note?
I'm joking.
There's something.
Tom Brown. Tom Ford.
There's like a petitgrain or something. There's something grainy. I like it though.
It's delicious.
All right, so
it's so good.
This is we have citron, Calabrian bergamot, Sicilian orange, Tunisian neroli, Nigerian ginger, Ceylon cinnamon, Chinese black tea.
Oh, they went all around the world. It's the tea, I think.
Gaiac wood, and Obanum.
I think it's the tea. There's just something.
I think it's the tea that you're getting.
Yeah. And I love it. I love it.
Oh.
It
So,
like it pulls everybody.
That fragrance I think is like a safe buy. Like I think that's a safe buy for all men.
Yes.
It smells so good.
So good. It's everyone would love it. Men and women on a man, you know what I mean? Like it's just
absolutely.
But it's something like this is almost like a superpower. You know what I'm saying? Once it hits my skin,
yeah.
I feel like a superhero when I leave my house.
So, question.
I love that.
Yes.
So, with the clone.
Yes, this is out your price range. No, oh, that wasn't the question. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Got it. So no, the clone that I have upstairs, because I bought literally the clone of this one. How do you feel this compares to the original?
I'd have to smell it again, but I know that usually clones don't hit. Like you can tell that there's some sort of line that it
differentiates.
That differentiates the fragrance or whatever. But I'd have to go smell again.
So you smelled this upstairs, the clone upstairs, and you smelled this one.
It's a clone for imagination.
Yeah. Okay. So what is your thoughts?
It's pretty spot on. I don't know about the wear.
No, the wear. I'll tell you, the wear is not going to be the same because when I got the 3 clones, I literally sprayed one here, one here, one here. They lasted for a while, but I can tell this was not concentrated. Like it just at some point it didn't linger that I wanted to do. So I know this I'm gonna have to multiple sprays, and this one good consistent spray. This maybe 2. It's gonna go the distance.
Do you still smell it in the air right now?
Yeah,
because I smell it.
Yeah,
I smell it too.
What's your wear time on that?
So generally for me, fragrances don't last that long on my skin. So I probably 2-3 hours max on anything.
Okay.
So like I said, I'll spray something before I leave the house. I'll bring the bottle with me, and if I need to go reapply, I do that. Like I don't care about that type of stuff.
That speaks to a male's skin routine versus a woman's skin routine. Your skin is more moisturized, so the thing's gonna stay there.
Whoa!
I'm not even trying to be crazy like that. It's literally the more moisture, the more your skin has got a coat, or like it's not ashy, or it's just it's going to last. I didn't want to call him ashy, but lotion up, my brother. But you know what I'm saying, but like, hey,
yeah, that's true.
It's just that's how it plays out.
I don't know why you brought that up, but thank you.
That actually brings up a good point that I want to ask you guys. Like, so what is your viewpoint? I know this is a conversation that always, I feel like, pops up within the perfume community. Is like, do you care about longevity? And like, what is your general like acceptance for longevity with equivalent to like price range, I guess?
Yes.
And does it matter?
It does matter.
Yes, and yes and no. Yes and no. If I'm paying a perfect example, like you got some of those Bodicea fragrances that might be like $1,000. I'll be damned if I pay $1,000 for something and I spray it, and by the time I leave my house,
it's gone.
And it's gone.
Yeah.
It's gone.
Not
100%.
worth it.
Yeah. But on the other hand, some of these other fragrances, $100, $200, $300.
I expect to reapply at that point.
I'm just like,
cool.
Because I don't have a
But
problem
what is
with
that?
it.
Well, okay, so 2 to 3 hours is okay for you for like a 200, 300 price range, or 100 to 300.
Are we talking? Depends on.
I don't expect any sort of time limit.
Oh, really?
I don't expect any sort of time limit because I'm like I said, more often than not, if I leave my house wearing a fragrance, that fragrance is in my coat,
right? Okay,
or it's in my car.
Right.
We was at the bowling alley on Thursday.
Yeah.
And
Speed Legend.
You wasn't supposed to say that because I was gatekeeping. But this fragrance I had, it was in my hoodie, and I had sat it on the table, and people was like, why did you bring this fragrance with you? And I was like, I don't know, but
it was that. Yeah.
I reapplied.
Right.
And that was so strong, I didn't even need to.
Right.
I think it also allows on like me. I love extract fragrances or the extreme versions when they have one that is so concentrated. I don't have to reapply it at all. It just lingers. I appreciate those. Those are most of my favorite fragrances right there.
But I've read somewhere recently, or at least heard somewhere, that extrait doesn't necessarily equate to performance.
Projection is usually
Or
like
projection.
the eau de toilette,
Right.
where it's lighter and it lifts more off of your skin
Mhm.
as opposed to the heavier oil will stay on
Right.
your skin.
On your skin.
Right.
I'm like, when I bring my next one out, I'm the one that stays.
Okay.
It lingers to the next day.
Okay.
Mm.
Right.
But does it smell good?
It does smell good.
So my thing
Okay.
is, well, Carmen, what do you think? What's your stance?
So actually, Nigel and I were talking about this Lovers, because that was one of my most recent purchases. And that one, I love it. I love the scent of it, but it's like a letdown as far as longevity. I actually prefer to have something that's going to last that I don't, because I don't decant and I don't take the bottle with me. So I want something that's going to last at least like 6 to 8 hours. And that
Right.
one like dissipates after 3 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's kind of disappointing for me when you get to a certain price tag, like anything above $300. Like
Yeah.
I feel like that's,
Yeah.
expensive. So I feel like the fragrance should last. I shouldn't have to like run through the bottle.
Yep.
Like I feel like it should last. So yeah, that's my qualm. Like this one, oh my God, like this, I could get 10, 12 hours out of
Exactly.
this.
Right.
Like it'll last all day long.
Yeah.
And I could go
think
to the
that's-
gym and work out and still smell it.
Right.
'Cause
Right.
like for that brand, I have Ooh for Greatness. I love it because they came out with a hair one of it.
Hair mist, yeah.
That's the one I spray in my
It's so
hair.
strong though.
Initial
But
is really
but
good
I
with
love
performance.
it because like I can actually spray it in my hair and I know it's not going to damage it at this point. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like it holds in there.
I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys know this, but Initio is the sister brand of Parfums de Marly.
Really?
Yeah.
I did not
Yeah.
know that.
Like Montal and
Montserrat.
Mancera.
Mancera,
Yes.
yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I didn't know that about Initio,
Yeah.
but Initio is generally like really good with performance.
They really
Must
are.
Therapy is on my wish list.
I've been through that bottle a few times.
times.
Actually. It's
I love
good.
it.
Yeah.
We were talking earlier, Carmen and I and Nigel, and I was saying that I don't have any fragrance that I've ran out of.
Really?
I don't. I mean, I don't know if it's because I have so many or I just don't spray that
That
much.
much? See,
Wow.
for me, I don't know. For me, I get really overwhelmed by a certain amount of fragrances in my collection, which is why I like doing the perfume events and decluttering.
Oh no, I do.
Because for me, in my head, it's not an exact number, but like a little over 100 is like the furthest I go. And every time I go to like, it starts to look like maybe there's 200 or 300. I'm like, I'm not using this. I know for a fact I'm not using half of these. And I think I'm the same way with just things in general. So I'm always decluttering so that I could have things that I use.
Right.
And I like my collection to be like, I always say like maybe like a flowing river. Like things are always getting used. Things are always transitioning in and out.
Right.
That so that I could get a feel of the things that I will always repurchase, like my, because I do want to eventually just have like an ideal collection of, or at least like a core.
I have a
mini
core. Yeah.
collection of the things that I know I will always, and then there's other things depending on seasons or where I am in life, they could go in and out.
Right.
But I want to create more of like maybe 50 to 60 fragrances that are my core. So right now I'm a stickler about like, if they're not getting used, if I haven't used them in the past year, they're gone. Like 12 months, they're gone. Like if they're still sitting, even 8 months sometimes, So that's my biggest thing. And I wear things so that I can make the decision on like, is this something I would really want to repurchase? Is this not? So yeah.
I'm glad you mentioned that you're having an event because recently I've been kind of playing around with this idea where I was going to take my nephew out to eat because I feel like he'd never been to like a real restaurant. So I'm going to take him out to a restaurant, maybe help him get a suit or something and dress him up and give him a couple bottles of my cologne. And I may even
that's
end up
nice.
doing my
I love that.
taking my cousin's her two sons out too. One is in a freshman in college, the other one's a senior in high school, and maybe I can get them out too, the three of them, and we can just talk and I can pick their brains about where they want to be, how I can help them, find where they want to be in their life and their career. But more importantly, I want them to smell good. You know,
Yeah. That's right.
Yes. You know what?
Yeah, that's so funny because I have little cousins. I have a one that's 12 and then the other one just turned 16 or 17, 16. So lately, I mean, I have a perfume room. I used to work from home. So my office is like my perfume room at this point. And my family knows. And usually with my aunts, I have perfume sessions with them as a way for me to declutter. So I'll come.
You're a life coach.
I let them. No, I'm like, hey, I have new fragrances. I bring them out. I'm like, smell this, whatever you want. I'll create, they literally leave with shopping bags.
Wow.
So now my boy cousins are getting curious. So like there was one time they had to go in my office for something. And one of them was like, I saw something I want. And one of them is like a gourmand boy. So I was so shocked. He like wanted choco mustard or something. I'm like, I do not even touch that. Like, please have it. Like all the vanillas, please have them, And so now like they left with like 3 fragrances each. And so now, and I had it in the back of my head, like I wanted to take them fragrance shopping, but now I feel like they're kind of like entertaining it.
Yes.
And I'm so excited for that day.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I'm going for your next because a lot of everybody says. I'm sorry that
I don't know what the hell you were saying.
I don't know because I was talking recently. I'm like, I was. So your event. So I'm gonna caveat what he's gonna do for his nephews and them. But I'm gonna come to your event in a suit because no one believes I wear suits.
I've never seen you in a suit.
No one's seen Nigel in a suit.
So I'm gonna show up in a suit. I'm gonna show you that I can be.
Hold on. You mean like a sweatsuit?
Right. I'm like,
No, I'm gonna be like a classic man. That's gonna be me showing up in there.
First of all, you don't wear no pants that
let's
tight.
hold him to this.
Hold me to-
I will play this
Look,
back.
play it back.
Okay.
We
You
got
got it recorded too.
Yes, I will wear a suit. Cause I can wear the fuck out of a suit. Y'all just don't see me exactly. I know I'm.
Oshkosh Bagash?
Yeah, don't worry about it. I got some suits lined up. Don't worry about it.
I'm excited.
Just tell me what color, and you can choose a
No,
color.
it's up to you.
I can show up in a red suit if I need to.
If that's
Whatever.
what you like. I know that's your thing.
Hold on, you own a red suit?
I own a lot of suits. You just don't know I own these
Is it
suits.
cherry red or maroon?
Because I'm thinking maroon is acceptable.
Maroon
but,
is acceptable, but please
Look,
throw away the
look,
cherry.
I was a pimp in my past life. You seen
We believe you.
Look.
We believe you. Trust me.
I'm gonna show up in a suit.
Okay,
Clean.
I'm excited.
Look, I want to look sophisticated.
I love
When
it.
we went to Gerald's
Do
event,
navy blue.
everybody's like, "Who is this guy?" Even Gerald was like, "You don't never dress like this." I said, "Put me in the right situation."
Shout out to Gerald though. That was a good time. Like
Yes.
we were it was his birthday and we went out to dinner or whatever, and some people brought dates with them. I'm not gonna say who. And
Some people always has.
everybody was smelling good. And I think that's one of the things that I get excited about in terms of fragrances is like when you get around other people that you know are going to bring it, other people that are going to smell good. And it's sort of like, I want to smell good. I know they're going to smell good. Now let's get together. And we're not afraid to compliment each other either.
You know what? We got to check on Eric though. You know,
I did a couple weeks ago.
Because Eric, he
had surgery.
He had surgery and stuff like that. So he was great at the table. Like when I tell you the vibe at the table, his energy, his communication, it was amazing. Then just what he had to go through was just like it hurts to hear it when someone texts you the stuff that we had to understand about it. But it's just like got it, you know what I'm saying? But we gotta check on him and amazing fragrance guy, but just good people in general. But
We're keeping him lifted.
Imagination. So this gets a blessing from you.
100%.
Carmen, I know it does.
no, I like it. I do like it.
Oh, okay. All right.
My turn.
What do you got for us, Tony?
Okay, I'm so excited, guys. So, my other thing for this year is I am focusing on my wish list. I think last year,
Nigel got excited.
in
That made
general, the
he's breaking
fragrance
out
community
Altair.
was drowned with launches. Like, I think the fragrance community, I don't know, the fragrance culture is getting really saturated with like constant launches back to back to back to back. And being somebody who's new within the fragrance community, I did get carried away with the launches. So it was like I had wish lists, and I feel like all year I completely neglected my wish list and anything that like I was just excited about. I was like, oh, I'll get that. So I wanted to get back to my wish list and things that I still want that were on my wish list from before, and like, you know, like pretty much just editing my wish list. So Safanad, is my first Parfums Thermale fragrance. And I wanted it that way because I am such an orange blossom lover. Like, it first started with, what did it start with? It first started with, I believe, Love Don't Be Shy.
That's a good one.
Yes, I love Don't Be Shy. Okay. And then that's when I realized, oh, I really love Orange Blossom. And then from there, oh no, I think it started with YSL Libre. And then it went to
I love YSL
Love Don't Be
Libre.
Shy.
That shit is
And then
amazing.
I feel like this is Love Don't Be Shy's older, more mature, age gapped older sister. You know what I mean? Like, there's facets of it, but it's definitely not as sweet. It's not like a super gourmand. It's very elegant, but there's still that sex appeal. There's still that femininity in it. This is why I say, like, this is like the fragrance that's like more of the, I don't know, like developed relationship, like date night for the couple that are a little, they know they're in love. They're in love. They're not necessarily like settled in, but they're in love. Maybe they're going to their wedding guests or something, and they're each other's plus one at the wedding event or something like that, or maybe like a black tie event or something. That's what I would wear. It's Safenade. It's just elegant. It's beautiful. It's, you know. So that's why I wanted to bring it.
And this is not a first date fragrance for you.
I don't know.
Okay.
This isn't what I would wear to a first date. But this,
why?
Again, it's beautiful, it's classy, it's elegant, but I feel like, I don't know. I think I gravitate towards things that are like either spicy and intriguing or like ultra sweet and feminine. And I think this is just elegant. It's, you know.
What happened to
So the notes are,
He was getting too worked up. That's what I said. Come this way.
So the notes are, the top notes are pear and orange. The middle notes are orange blossom, ylang ylang, and iris. And I'm surprised because I'm not a ylang ylang fan
I
at
smell
all.
something else.
So we know.
And then the base is vanilla, amber, and sandalwood.
This is a grown woman scent.
It's grown.
So
It's
good.
grown and sexy.
I got you picked.
Oh,
Fragrance wise.
whoa.
I know. I was like, I'm easy to figure out. I think
No.
fragrance-wise.
No. Don't worry about it.
Oh,
Remember, I told you. Comes
you're
full
good
circle.
at this. Okay.
I know my audience.
What? Somebody get into fragrances for 6 months
Oh
and now all of a
my
sudden
God. But
they
he is good at getting fragrances.
Did we have to recall I picked out those fragrances for all
And
three
you
of y'all?
did, yep.
It's nothing to get Jessica and Tawina fragrances. Just get some vanilla.
Don't do that.
Just see, don't, no,
I
see,
mean, that is true,
hold on,
though, but
hold on,
don't
but
do
I went the extra mile and
Get
made
Carmen
a
something rosy. Like
I
home
made
run.
layers. I made layers. That took a challenge for them, for me to get them that.
you layered cinnamon with toast crunch.
Oh my God.
Is that what I, hold on, is that what I did?
No, you didn't.
Thank you.
First off, you got me my vanilla candy rock sugar that I do not, that's my number one date night fragrance. I reach for it so much.
Why you didn't bring that one?
Because I've talked about it, you guys know about it and things
Okay.
like that.
Okay.
But vanilla candy rock sugar, I mean, she is me in a bottle. We are the same person.
The crazy thing is I bought it
Yeah.
before she even said something. And I was like,
And then he paired it with the cherry. What was it from Lorenzo Pizzaglia?
cherry ink.
Cherry ink.
Yeah.
Sounds delicious.
He did this layering thing where he like got decants. We did an episode where we did. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah, we can fine. You must have,
Where we did decants, or he wanted to guess our fragrances, like fragrances that suit us. And so the two that he chose were those two to layer, and out of the park. Like those decants are gone and used.
Wow.
but I gave you a bottle. of one.
And then the bottle is almost done. I have
Yeah.
to rebuy it.
What?
Yeah. No, yeah, it's like there's like 20% left, if that.
Skills.
Scales, you said. Scales like on a fish?
I said skills. Skills.
And don't do that because I am a vanilla girl, but I don't think I'm like a cookie cutter vanilla girl.
No.
I could go to a store right now and be like, give me a vanilla gourmand fragrance and you would love it.
I don't think so.
Not,
You
the,
would.
The challenge is.
Well,
what
your
else?
birthday's coming up. Let's see.
Tawina, have you smelled, are you a fan of Oriana?
I love Oriana.
Yeah, because it has the orange blossom.
And the orange blossom and the marshmallow.
Marshmallow, yeah.
I love Oriana.
That's a delicious one.
Yes.
Orange blossom, huh? Wait on it. Go on.
Oh, okay.
curious.
Okay, this is my wild card.
Uh,
This is my wild card.
Yes. We were just talking. Yes. Love
this
delight.
is good. This is really good. I wear this when I don't know what I want to wear. If I'm going out, it smells so good. And it sits like close to the skin. It's spicy. It's got rose. It's got vanilla in it.
I smell the vanilla.
It has almond in it.
I smell almond.
White floral, vanilla. It's just so delicious.
I like this though. This gives me like a almond milk amped up.
Yeah, it's lactonic. It smells so good. Like I love that one.
How'd you come up on this?
Almond milk. That is so interesting. Because I don't get that. I get more of a citrus for me.
No, I get almond milk.
I don't get much of the I get the florals and the citrus.
It's like it comes out to be like it develops so much on my skin.
This is beautiful.
It starts kind of like spicy, and then you can smell the rose in it. You can smell the almond develop.
You're right.
It's so delicious. But I got into that one because I bought Guidance 46.
Okay.
And then that one was released in 2024. I think it was released before the 46. So I just bought them at the same time. But I am so like I blind bought that one.
This smells even better out of the bottle than it does on the strip.
It is.
So
this is on my wish list.
So for me,
this is amazing.
For me, the paper.
Yeah,
this is
so good.
I know it's strong.
That's very nice.
The paper doesn't do
nice.
it justice. Give me this.
Whoa,
No.
give me this.
No. The paper doesn't do it justice.
The paper does not.
Yeah, it
what I'm
gotta be
saying.
on skin.
See, this is a soft, essential scent for me.
It's my wild card. It's good.
Soft
It's
and sensual.
amazing.
Oh,
soft.
Soft and sensual. Like this.
Really?
This is more sensual. Like more slow. This is more like compassionate. This is what this gives me. This gives me jump over the diving board. This is like
it's seductive.
Okay.
It's date night.
I can see that.
It's
but
100% date night.
Date night had different. You have different decisions you're trying to make on date night depending on what your fragrance you're trying to wear.
So what is the decision?
Love delight. That's what the decision is.
If you want someone to pounce on you, you wear one fragrance. If you want someone to,
Do you want someone to pounce on you?
Oh,
What
okay.
fragrance are you wearing?
don't worry. You're about to smell it. Don't worry about it.
So this is what you're saying is this is not a pounceable.
I want you to appreciate the moment. Smell.
This is nice. And Carmen, I have not heard anyone talk about this.
This is so
Really?
and
This is love.
that's
This
why
is-
I love it. So I love the ones that aren't really loved. Like the brand obviously is known for Guidance, but that one is really
the
They
name
good.
don't like guidance. They like guidance 46.
I
Yeah,
like
Guidance
guidance.
is name's
Why
appropriate.
don't you guys like
Guidance
Guidance?
haunted me for
Really?
4 days.
I love it
and
so
I
much.
could not wash it off of my bed sheets. It it takes you through
Why would
guidance. Listen. No.
bed?
No, let me explain because that does sound
Replace this
crazy.
bottle.
But
Crack it.
my friend sent me like a decant of it, and I had sprayed it on my hand, and I took the whole day to like test it out, and it takes you through a journey. One thing I will say is it's masterfully made. Like it made
is.
me respect perfumery and just like the journey.
I love
Because
hand
it
wash
evolves so much, and it takes you through a roller coaster.
Yeah.
So I loved it at first, then I was like, wait. What's going on? And then I was like, whoa. And then by the time it dried down, it just smelled like a woman who had been working out and maybe spread her legs and laid on a bed with a fan in front of
got
it.
like some BS.
Just some very, and it's so poignant. Like, it's like pungent, I mean.
I will not wear that one around you.
I feel
in it?
like
Because-
on people it's different. And so I rubbed it on my sheet. Like, I think I just was laying on my sheets one day. I mean, that day. And then it rubbed off on my sheets. And oh my gosh, I went to bed. I was still smelling it. It was just so much. I was like, I cannot.
It's very polarizing. You have to be like powerful to wear that scent. Like
100%.
It's very powerful. But it has hazelnut, pear, rose. There's like a lot of different like scents mesh together. I love it.
Mm-hmm.
And I equally love 46 too. I can't decide
You
between
can't
the
decide.
two. Yeah, I sprayed them both.
I like
wear 'em both.
46.
And
46 is nice.
And
Yeah,
Quentin
it's
Beach
good.
said he made it to like, was it Quentin Beach?
It is.
Yes, it
Yeah.
was Quentin Beach. He said that he made it to like actually, I guess, personify a woman. So he was right on the ball.
Yeah. It's strong. You got to be like tough to wear that one for sure.
Yeah.
I love it.
You like your fragrances smell like chopped cheese, right?
You know I love chop.
Hey, bro, we was in New York. We were in New York for Scent Explorer, and Nigel kept talking about how he wanted to get a chopped cheese the whole time we was there. But he never got a chopped cheese.
You never got it.
He never got it.
But the sandwich we got at that motherfucking deli we stopped in.
The one you was fried at. I had to make sure you got home.
Fried.
I'm such a good person. I'm such a good person.
Look, until I had a knock at the door and I couldn't get in the room
I'm
because
such
they
a
let
good person.
I was sitting outside the hotel room trying to get in the room.
Why'd you leave?
Demon
time.
I had to go get a pizza from Brooklyn. Because my thing, I had to get a pizza in New York because, like, who goes to New York and not get a slice of pizza?
Touche.
No. It's not touche. Because where the hotel was, there was like a all day 24/7 spot. Nigel went on the other side of New York.
I was about to say, I'm like, you had to go to Brooklyn specifically?
That's what I'm saying. We were in Manhattan.
Right.
But the problem is Manhattan is commercialized. You can't get certain things that you want there.
You can get everything you need.
You could get what you
can
need.
get everything you needed. Nice try,
New
Diddy.
York pizza is New York
I'm not
pizza.
Diddy.
Yeah, like, honestly.
No.
Nice try.
So, anyways,
Nigel was chasing
Nigel
a
stay
skirt.
busy. Yep. As he does.
As long as y'all know. As long as y'all know.
And does.
So my fragrances, I have 3 in the last. It grew because of the conversation we've had at this table.
Hold on, wait, what?
So don't worry about it. Just stay there. So
we trying to end this episode, bro.
We gonna end it when I'm done. So Kareem did say one that I'm gonna bring out. He said, "Oh, Altair's coming out. You know it. Bam, it's coming out."
Okay.
My number one.
We should have predicted that.
No, that number one fragrance. I'm gonna say this.
Carmen, basic.
Okay. Also, Gucci guilty. Boom.
Okay.
Yes. That's
predictable. Yes.
It's predictable.
Yes.
No, you asked about a date night, and I still.
And we know this is when I see this. He's on another time. He's gone.
Nigel was trying to get Suwa.
Yeah.
Look,
Far gone.
These two, but this fragrance right here.
Thank you.
You got a big dent in this elixir.
That looks. Well, I'll have stories for each of them, but this one right here is very because of you.
Oh,
yeah. This was,
I know.
We went to Scent Explorer, and I really wanted a fragrance. I had a couple of fragrances I really wanted, but there was one that I sat there for like 3 hours just to get a sample 10 milliliter
You sat
bottle.
there 3 hours
waiting, and I made them wait on me, and they got mad. They was like, "We ready to go," and I'm sitting here waiting.
Is this Brazilian brand?
No.
You know, I thought about you at Justice's birthday, and I was like, let me give him back.
No, you didn't care to give it back to me.
I
So
forgot.
then I got the sample, right? I'm cool. We were over here. I think it was like a week later after we get back. I'm pulling out. They smell it and everything. I forget the bottle here. Someone happens to pick it up.
It was a travel size.
No. Someone happens to pick it up and says, "Oh, I got your fragrance going."
Hold on, say who it is, because
For the record, because you weren't here. This is a part you.
For the record, I live around the corner from this house. This went back to 2 counties away. You gotta say you left it here. Still in her possession to this day. Every time I see her, it's like, I don't have it. It's probably in her clutch right now.
It is in my purse upstairs. Yes.
Yes.
But for the record, when we were here and we all realized, wow, Nigel left the travel size, I was like, I feel like he left it for me. Like
I was just getting ready to say that he left it for you.
Yes, and everybody was in support.
Damn.
There were 5 other people in the room. They said, "Girl," and
The
then one of
devil is
them.
alive.
And I just want to say this.
That's a no-brainer.
And one of them, I won't mention names, but one of them was like, "Girl, if you don't take it, I will." And at least it was in good hands. At least it was in good hands.
Good hands that never returns to my hands. Let's just stay there.
I mean, but I also sent him a picture the next morning. So I admitted to my faults.
So when we're talking about date night,
this is Carolina Herrera's sweaty guy.
No.
Oh my
okay.
This is ultimate seduction.
Ultimate seduction. Okay. By who?
You can say it.
I don't know. I can't see it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Laurent Maison.
Yes.
Okay.
So we couldn't buy it there because their brand, their shipment got stuck in Chicago
because of the weather.
Weather. So they couldn't sell anything.
Mm-hmm.
But this was the one that was like, it was two of them, but this was the other one. I actually have the other bottle I'm gonna say that for another podcast. But this one right here, I will, was amazing. And she stole it and never gave it back.
I'm savoring that travel size, by
So
the way.
when it was date approved before I even had to wear it. It's just because, like, if a woman's gonna steal the fragrance from me, it lets me know that spray away.
That's been that Al Harmain Amber Oud Gold Edition.
I don't like that.
Look.
So
Maybe I need to smell it.
No, sometimes you have to be ready for what someone's gonna talk about. Let's just say the one you hate. Memories. Here you go. So we're gonna spray this one. I come prepared and all ready for battle when I show up here. Look.
That's why he had the backpack.
I come ready.
Backpack.
This actually smells way better than. I didn't have the extreme.
See, I told you I go the extra mile.
You are extreme.
I am.
He is.
Look at that atomizer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
We already know you know this.
Oh.
Oh.
Yeah, that's good.
Mm-hmm.
It's really good.
You can wave it out. You can swerve it out. Whatever you want to do. But let's go to the notes.
It's kind of beast mode.
That's the purpose.
Yeah.
Because I'm doing for intentions. So
this is okay.
It's because you love orange.
That's
orange, pink pepper,
that's
rose.
This smells different than what I have.
No, it's the same thing. It has rose in it. Iris, violet, patchouli, amber, whitewood, cedar, and patchouli.
I can smell it patchouli for sure.
Yeah.
It's all right. I mean, it ain't no imagination, but
this is a date night though. This is definitely date night.
It is. Mm-hmm. So I'm gonna go to you because these when you were talking about orange blossom.
Well, I have an Altair dupe. I love me some Altair.
You do. Both of these though have Gucci Guilty Elixir, and this both have orange blossom as top and mid notes.
Yeah. Okay.
These, I love this. I stand by
and
this.
And I love Altair too. Like I love it.
This is my number.
It's a gem.
This is my number one.
And when I wear the dupe, I get compliments on it from
look
everybody.
What that bottle is.
That bottle,
it's
like 10% left in that bottle.
This is my favorite. I had to put it down.
He be wearing it out.
Go ahead. This is literally my favorite scent. I stand by. When we were at the event, I was like,
what event?
Scent Explorer.
Oh, okay.
I don't know
because you looked at Carmen. I didn't know.
So if you were,
so I didn't know if you were talking about something different. I don't know. Go ahead.
This is my favorite scent of everything I have. I don't care what
you did bring that.
I love that.
This is.
I brought Amouage. And you brought.
Hold on. Who we bought you?
So this is your first pick, no matter what.
No matter what. If I had to grab this right here, any situation, this answers all my calls. But if I want to leave a lingering impression, this right here, this Gucci Guilty.
Yeah, it's a hit too.
No. This will have.
He said no.
I want y'all to look. This right here.
The fact that this man have 5 fragrances.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
They did not follow the rules.
Right, and doesn't.
He proceeds too.
I don't care about the rules. I'm the man. I'm the rule breaker. You know what I'm saying?
You are.
Like that right there. It lingers. But I'll give you a story behind this one because you want stories.
You like this, Carmen?
Yeah, this is good.
So
it's good.
I was out one night.
It's pretty generic, but it's good.
It's basic.
It's pretty generic.
It can be generic.
This smells like retirement home.
No, it doesn't. So
it's good.
It's good,
but it's not like
that shit smells like baby powder. Is there iris in that?
It is. So the one
I love iris.
So this fragrance, right? I remember I was out one night having a good time. was out at the club.
Who were you with?
One thing you're
I
gonna do
was
is have a
actually with
good
you.
time.
So you went with me.
Yes, it was.
And y'all
Yes,
were
it
at
was.
the club.
Yeah, we were at a spot.
Y'all be
And then-
clubbing.
This is in our past. So, life, we out. I walked someone to their car.
Oh, I remember this story.
Walked
Yeah,
someone to their car.
I remember this.
And then,
Somebody and their daughter.
no.
Oh, it wasn't that story.
What?
Okay.
Oh,
I don't even know. I don't
It
even know.
wasn't that one.
Whoa, I don't even know what that is. What you talking about on that one?
Oh, you
But
know what
no.
I'm talking about.
So, a person proceeds to drive me home at this portion, and I get a text the next day. My whole car smells like you, and bodies, man. Like I get in my car and all I do is think of you. I'm like, when I talk about linger and last, that's what I'm talking about. I want
Was
you to
that
remember.
in your car or that was in the woman's car?
That was in the woman's car.
Oh,
It wasn't in my car. Because I rolled them motherfucking windows down. They smell like Nigel.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
Do I need to spray? Y'all know what this smells like. We all know this.
We know what it smells
I don't need to
like.
spray.
It's good.
Like this
Cardamom
one. This
vanilla.
one lingers. This one lingers. I probably sprayed this like 3 times, and that's it. It's Gucci Gucci elixir. By
It's
the way,
good. It's good.
Yeah, I'm not.
It's okay though.
It's longevity for me. The scent consistency is what I like about that one. The
I got that.
consistency, you gonna smell it through the whole night. That's what I like. So
Uh-huh.
every time you engulf and breathe, you smelling that.
It does what it does.
That's what it's supposed to do.
So, for your birthday, which one do you want to smell? A man coming over smelling like Altair, Gucci Guilty, Elixir?
Well, no, of the fragrances between.
Of the fragrance.
Or do you want him to blow your imagination?
First of all,
You want him to lay that meteor on you?
I would choose these two.
Look,
A little mix.
Look,
A mix.
There you go.
You on your birthday.
Balance.
Balance.
You on your birthday. You gonna be safe or you gonna be nasty in the bed?
She
Yeah.
don't want to go on record with that. She don't want to go on record
Exactly.
with that.
We know what the choice is next.
What?
Carmen, your turn.
What?
That's it. You're the one that had 5. We're done.
Yeah,
We're
you
worked out.
already cheated because you didn't follow the rules.
Yeah.
First of all,
we've
Right.
been done.
Right? How do you? We said 2 fragrances and you brought out 10.
Yeah.
Hold on. So
A
which
whole
2? Which
backpack.
2 are you selecting?
no, the main two. For me, the main two that I would have brought on legitimately was the cheek oud. That was something that I would, but it was also a gift, and then also the ultimate seduction.
Okay.
These are my staples. No matter what, I brought these on before on the podcast, but the other 2 were the primary ones.
Okay. I have one more question.
Get an answer.
So, because I did like because I feel like perfume lovers do struggle with finding like their one fragrance that they're like, this is signature scent, right? We're always like, well, I don't believe in signature scents. You said if you were to pick anything, it would be Altair.
Yeah, it would be.
Does anybody else have one? Like, if you were to pick one, what's your favorite from your collection? Not off wish lists and things, but just what you already have.
Well, we talked about it when we did that's an episode with Jessica, you, me, and Nigel, and I had brought on Blue de Chanel, but Bois Imperial, I think is my number one that I'm like I can go for that at any time. I know that I'm gonna be the best smelling out of whoever. Nigel could never, that's where I am.
Okay.
But I don't even want to break out like Louis Vuitton gang because there's more in the collection. There's more in the collection.
Okay.
But go ahead.
I can't choose.
Mm.
Really? Because I would say top 5. Like a favorite, no.
Okay, so
I literally
do you have a
have-
top 5 off the top of your head?
I do. I'm gonna say Atomic Rose, MFK Gentle Fluidity Gold,
That's nice too.
It is
Yeah,
nice.
it is.
Love.
probably Les Sable Roses. That would be number 3.
That's nice.
Number 4, I'm gonna go with Initio Rehab. I love that one.
Rehab is very nice.
Yeah.
Mm.
Didn't
And
Amy
then,
bring that on?
Yes, you did.
That's a good one. And number 5, I'm gonna go with Blanche Bet. That one is great.
Blanche Bet is good.
It's so good.
Something new that ain't
I
been on
love
here
me
yet.
some
Keep going.
Blanche Bet.
It's lactonic. It's
Yeah,
enticing. It's good.
it's amazing. It's amazing. And it creates like this beautiful scent bubble.
Yeah.
It's almost fresh, but it's like tonic. It's year round.
Yeah.
It could do anything.
It's
Hold on,
like
is that the white bottle?
Yeah. It's a white.
It's
It's
white
like a
and silver top.
Yeah, it was silver
I think
top.
I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it smells. It's
From
by
Liquid Imaginaire.
Yeah, Liquid Imaginaire. It's delicious.
Okay.
Two more. You
No,
just-
she
that was
did
my
it. That's
top 5.
fine.
Oh, I
Yeah.
thought you was saying numbers. I was like, okay, well, okay, cool. I'm wrong.
Well, Nigel always derails us.
I mean, so
Just gonna be you. Final words, because you've outdone yourself again.
Thanks.
Hold on. Before you say that, I kind of got in trouble this week at work for something like that. A manager had hit me up and was like, we need you to create this report, right? That we used to get 2 years ago. And I'm like, well, what have you been using all of this time in between? And they was like, we don't know, but we need you to recreate it. And so I ended up getting another group to create it. Instead of me doing the work, I convinced somebody else to do it. And everybody got what they wanted. So the people that are going to create the report, they came back to me and it was like, all right, everybody's happy. They're going to put it together. I was like, all right, I'm great. I'm happy everybody gets what they want. We can move on with our lives. She writes me back saying, are you being sarcastic because da-da-da-da-da-da?
You are sarcastic.
Not when I work.
I think that's like that's literally like, I think that's your character. I don't even think like you can help it at this point.
You don't think I'm serious at all?
No
you
one takes
are,
it.
but I
how did you hold on? Stop. How did you take that to not being serious as you being sarcastic? Because literally, you said something sarcastically.
No, I did. I was not being sarcastic. I was like, I'm glad that everybody got what they wanted.
But that's being sarcastic.
It does.
How?
It sounds
How?
snarky. It's a bit.
Because
Hold on, you said snarky?
It's like you're.
Oh my goodness.
Because sometimes you have to think about the phrase versus like your intent. Do you know what I mean? And sometimes certain phrases are just associated with a certain intent. And so if you don't want that to come off, then maybe don't use that phrase. Like
what
every
phrase?
time people say like, I'm glad everybody got what they wanted, they're usually being sarcastic.
it's like,
Do you know what I mean?
No, I don't, because this does not resonate with me.
I know. And I think that is like your toxic trait. Yeah. Because I think sometimes it goes so far and I know you. So sometimes I just brush off a lot but I can't be real and say half the time I don't know when you're being sarcastic and when you're being serious, but then I don't be caring. So either way, I'm like, it is what it is. But I could see how people could struggle in other realms. Yes.
doesn't matter, sir.
How is me saying I'm glad everybody got what it is that they wanted?
That means you really didn't give a fuck about what they wanted. I didn't have to produce it.
How did you take that?
I know you. That's how I know.
And it's also, do you know why it's also a bit snarky or like just condescending in a way? Because it wasn't even necessary to be said.
No,
in that way.
No, it was, because here's the thing. We have, all right, look at it like this. Carmen is a team working over here. You're a team working over here. You all need something that's in the middle, and you come to me, but instead of just communicating with each other, right? And so the fact that I came in and I brokered everything and everything is working, and you all know now to reach to each other, and you don't even need to waste time including me. So everything worked out, and it's for the better.
Let me tell you,
I know your intent. I know genuinely.
Because messing with me,
let me tell you what
it would have dragged on longer than it needed.
But let me tell you what you should have said.
I get
I'll
it.
give you an example. You said, "Hey, I appreciate the teamwork. Thank y'all for coming together." And
there was no teamwork. I'm the one that did everything. I put it together. Who put this shit together? That's me. That's who.
You did the work.
No, I think you just need to consider how phrases are usually used. In email, regardless, like I get what you're saying. I understand what you're saying. But it being received in email could easily be misread.
It's like telling me, "Hey, can you quiet down or can you shut the fuck up?" I'm asking you the same thing, but delivery matters.
Delivery. That's
literally what it is.
We're gonna talk about this after the show.
What?
I don't want to drag this on anymore. But
Final words.
Final words. Yes.
It was fun. Thank you guys for.
Are you being sarcastic?
No. This was a great time. You know, I'm a lover girl, so anything date night, all those things, I'm here for it. And it was such a pleasure to be a guest alongside Carmen.
It was a pleasure. It was a pleasure to be here.
Segue. Okay, keep going.
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Kareem, I wanted to say this to you earlier, but I felt it was appropriate to save it for the podcast. But you remind me of Mark Curry. Mannerisms, the look, like it's just it's crazy. Like you're his clone, like just like him.
Are you being sarcastic?
No. See? You see?
Nigel. For the record, Carmen is not coming back on the show.
Thank these two beautiful women for coming on, and I appreciate your time, your energy, and I like that we're all back together again. It just proves the point where you meet people. Shut the fuck up, Corinne, because I'm trying to be serious and you just being petty right now. Exactly. Nah, seriously. You meet people every day, and you don't know how they have the effect on you, and how you communication, you learn them and everything. And now we're here now. It's just appreciative, like meeting people and being happy and living your life fully. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. I done missed it. Anyways,
okay, we just gonna take the mic from Nigel. We're gonna take the mic from Nigel.
Thank y'all for watching. I appreciate everybody for always tuning in. Please like, subscribe, and just if you want merch, click on the link, get there, buy. You can buy this shirt if you want it. Peace.
Nigel does this thing where he takes all the things that I say and he says them before me so that I'm left with nothing to say at the end. But I'm gonna just say, if you want to smell good, buy the fragrances that Nigel brought on the show today. If you want to smell great, buy the fragrances that I brought on the show. We out. Peace.
Peace.